Tyre Nichols, whose death at the hands of police in Memphis led to second-degree murder charges against 5 officers, will be remembered at a funeral service on Wednesday for the life he lived. Nichols, 29, who was black, was subdued yet continuously beaten after a traffic stop by Memphis police on January 7. He died 3 days later. Mourners at Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church in Memphis expect to celebrate Nichols' life rather than focus on the heart-wrenching footage of the beating that left him in a hospital bed for days with his face badly swollen and bruised before his death, sparking protests across the country. Representing other black people killed by police, Tamika Palmer, whose daughter Breonna Taylor was fatally shot in her Louisville, Kentucky, home by police during a botched raid in March 2020, is expected to attend the service. Also expected is Philonise Floyd, the younger brother of George Floyd, whose name reverberated across the nation following his May 2020 death after an ex-cop Minneapolis cop knelt on his neck and back for more than 9 minutes. The family needs all the support that they can get. Gwen Carr, whose son, Eric Garner, died after being placed in a chokehold by an NYPD officer in 2014, told CNN Wednesday before attending the service. "It's so fresh for them, but for me, it just digs into old wounds." Vice President Kamala Harris also will attend, according to a White House official, joining other senior-level Biden administration officials, including White House Director for the Office of Public Engagement Keisha Lance Bottoms, former mayor of Atlanta, and senior advisor to the president Mitch Landrieu. The service was scheduled to begin at 10:30 a.m. local time but was pushed back until 1 p.m. because of bad weather and travel delays. The Reverend Al Sharpton, in a painfully familiar role, will deliver a eulogy that will pay tribute to Nichols' life and serve as a clarion call for justice. Sharpton reflected on the family's loss as their son's name is added to a vast pantheon of black people who died after encounters with police. "They will never ever recover from the loss," Sharpton said. Nichols' brother, Jamal Dupree, said his brother would have wanted peace during this latest struggle for justice. "My brother was the most peaceful person you ever met," Dupree said. "If my brother was here today and he had to say something, he would tell us to do this peacefully." Before Wednesday's service, Dan Beasley, 61, carried a towering wooden cross over his shoulder outside the Memphis church. He said he drove 12 hours through an ice storm from Northville, Michigan, to pay his respects and shine a light. Nichols has been described as a devoted son who had tattooed his mother's name on his arm, a loving father to a 4-year-old boy, and a free spirit with a passion for skateboarding and capturing sunsets on his camera. Public outrage over the disturbing arrest video led to firings or disciplinary action against other public servants who were at the scene, including the firings of 3 Memphis Fire Department personnel. 2 sheriff's deputies have been put on leave. Additionally, 2 more police officers have been placed on leave. Nichols' funeral service will take place less than a week after Friday evening's public release of footage of the attack on Nichols shook a nation long accustomed to videos of police brutality, especially against people of color.